All right, welcome to 365 Dinero Trading Team. The webinar host is Mr. Tyree Graham. I am going to be the trainer and presenter today. My name is Reginald Boynton. All right, want to get started here with a little bit of motivation, all right? So what is your purpose? Everybody has a purpose, and it's important for everybody to understand and know their purpose. Purpose is defined as the reason for which something is done or is created. It's the reason why you exist, is one's intention or one's objective, all right? Along with your purpose, you are giving a driving factor or driving factors. Your driving factors could be your family. It could be the fact that you don't want to continue in the same cycle that your family has been in. You don't want to be in the same cycle that you've been in. So you want to try to better your future by learning from your past. All right, your driving factor also could be that you're just on here to learn a skill set to help you make extra money. All right, financial freedom is a big thing nowadays, and a lot of people are trying to obtain it. Financial freedom is when you are financially stable and you also have the freedom that comes along with it. If you want to see just how much time you are giving up every week to your employer, take an entire week off for vacation and do not work. Do not check your work email. No work at all. You will see that you are giving a lot of time out of your life weekly to your employer. All right. If you be honest with yourself, 9 times out of 10, most people are working for less than what they deserve. They're working for less than what they actually should be getting paid. Also, retirement could be near. Maybe you're not at the age of retirement, but you may be in a position that I'm in. In November, I started doing Forex. I've been working hard. I've been reading charts on a daily basis. I've been steadily growing. And my plan is for June the 15th to be my last day of work. All right. For those of you who do not know, I work in accounts at North Carolina Central University in Durham, North Carolina. I will be letting it go to do Forex full time. I will be training. I'll be mentoring people. I'll be showing people how to become financially free, how to get extra money, how to help their family members, how to be the breadwinner of their family, all right? Every time I get to this slide, I can't help but to think about one of the team members that we have in our trading group. Her name is Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly has been a motivation for me and Tyree since we've met her and heard her story. Miss Kelly explained to us that her mom has been working at the same laundromat since she was 6 months old. All right. Kelly is over 30 now, and she said it's time for her mama to retire. It's time for her mom to not have to work. It's time for her mom to not have to worry about finances. She said it is her hopes and dreams to buy the laundromat that her mom is now working at. All right. She told us this about a little over 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, a little while ago, maybe a couple days ago, maybe a little over a week, Miss Kelly was let go from her job. All right. But at the same time that she was let go from her job, her mom was beginning to learn how to run the laundromat. All right. Ever since she spoke out of her mouth that she has been wanting to buy the laundromat, things have been occurring. All right. With that being said, her driving factors has never wavered. Her determination has become stronger, and she's more eager to learn the skill set called Forex that we will be teaching each and every one of you. All right. That is just a little bit of motivation and a story that we are beginning to write for Miss Kelly. We can't wait for the story to be complete. Tyree and myself is extremely excited, and we can't wait to be able to go down to the ribbon cutting ceremony when Kelly is finally able to purchase that laundromat and retire herself and her mom. All right, let's dive into Forex. What is Forex? Forex is also known as foreign exchange. It is currency trading. It is a decentralized global market where all the world's currency trade. Forex market is the largest, most liquid market in the world. All right, on a daily basis, it exceeds $5 trillion. $5 trillion. All of the world's combined stock markets don't even come close to this. But what does that mean to you? What does that mean for Tyree? What does that mean for myself? That means that we all have the opportunity to make life-changing amounts of money, and not just for ourselves, but for the people that we love the most. All right. New York Stock Exchange is at 28 billion. Equity markets at 191 billion. 437 billion is in future markets daily. If we combine all three of those, we still aren't close to the $5 trillion a day that the Forex market pays out, all right? Timing is also everything. Busy schedule, no problem. Forex is still perfect for you. There's 3 trading sessions, 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, all right? The London session starts at 3 a.m. and it goes to about 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, all right? The New York session starts at 8 a.m. and it goes up until 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Sydney session is 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will only be trading on this team, the London and the New York session, all right? The Sydney session has less movement, equals less money, so we don't be wanting to risk our money there. We would much rather minimize our risk while maximizing our potential gains by trading the Euro USD and Great Britain pounds versus the US dollar in the London session and the US dollar versus the Japanese yen in the New York session. All right, here's the introduction to the chart. This is literally a screenshot I took directly from my iPhone here. And this is how the chart looks in the MetaTrader 4 app, all right? So the chart is made up of candles, all right? So I hear you asking, well, what are candles? Candles is what are on the chart, literally. It's that simple. On each candle can have a candle wick on the top and the bottom. What those candle wicks tell us is how high and how low the candle has went on the current chart, all right? Well, how do we know how long it's going to take each candle to form? That is going to tell us based on the time frame of the particular chart. If you look on the top left-hand corner, I have it circled in red. It says H1. That is the time frame, all right? There are 9 different time frames, and the list of time frames are 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week, 1 month, all right? One more time, here's the list of time frames. 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, 30 minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month, all right? If we're on the 1 hour time frame, like I was on this particular picture here, each candle is going to take an entire hour to form, all right? With that being said, the last candle on the right is going to have another 28 minutes to form because at this particular time, it was 12:32 p.m., all right? If we see clear candles, that is the indicator that that particular candle was going up. If we see a white candle, that's an indication that that particular candle was going down. All right. What are pips? Pips are the units in which the chart moves and can be counted manually or on the charts. All right. Think of pips as the units for which it's a standardized unit, all right, for the charts. On the charts, we'll be having different currency pairs. For an example, euros versus the US dollars, all right? So the chart has put a centralized unit in place by the name of pips to help us to be able to count the movement, all right? The current pip place is the price where the market is currently on the chart, all right? That can be shown on the chart highlighted in gray, all right? Anytime you're on your chart, it's going to be a gray line all the way across your chart, and it's going to be a number in gray. That is your current pip place at that particular moment, all right? Understand that the market is constantly moving during the trading sessions. The market is constantly moving during the trading sessions, all right? One of the topics that you will hear us talk about, one of the slogans you'll hear us use quite often will be count pips, get paid, all right? Count pips, get paid. If you cannot count pips, you cannot get paid, all right? One of the first things that we will teach you is how to count pips in order for you to get paid, all right? If we take a look at this chart, we have lot sizes. Lot size is the first thing we have. There are 3 different lot sizes. The lot sizes are micro, mini, and standard, all right? Micro, mini, and standard are the lot sizes. So what are lot sizes? Lot size is a standardized way that the market came up with to tell for the people to tell the market how much money they are willing to risk per pip. All right, per pip. So based on how much money you want to risk per pip, you enter that lot size in. Your lot size is going to be directly related to how much money you have in your trading account. All right. If you have $50 in your trading account, 9 times out of 10, you will be trading on a micro lot. All right. Because your account will not be able to handle much more. All right. We will discuss later how much money you would need in order to steadily increase your lot size day by day in order to increase your earnings. All right. Understand, one of our main goals here on this team will be to minimize our loss while maximizing our potential gains. Also understanding that past failures do not present future failures, and past gains do not guarantee future gains. All right. As a team, our 3-month goal will be to have everybody trading on a standard lot size of 1.0. All right, standard lot size 1.0. That is the smallest standard lot size. On that particular lot size, it will be $10 per pip. All right, $10 per pip. A 6-month goal for our entire team will be to have the entire team catching 50 pips comfortably a day. 50 pips a day at $10 per pip is $500 a day. If you catch 50 pips a day, totaling $500 a day minimum for an entire week, you've reached $2,500 for that week. All right. If you do it 4 weeks consecutively, you just made $10,000 in 1 month. That is our 6-month goal for each team member. All right. Each team member. Now it is almost June. So if you join by June and you get all the way to December, at the beginning of January, you should be comfortably catching 50 pips per day on a standard lot size. So the entire year of 2019, you should be making at least $120,000 for the year of 2019. All right. Buy versus sell. Good thing about Forex, we can make money when the market is on an uptrend and a downtrend. All right. When the market is going up, we are going to buy. All right. A good way to think about it is when something is increasing in value, we want it. So we go out and we buy it. We sell when the market is going down. When something is decreasing in value, we get rid of it. When our car's getting old, we trade it in. When our furniture, jewelry, clothes are getting old, we give it away, we sell it, we have a yard sale, etc. We sell when the market is going down, all right? So if we are going to be buying, the candles that we're going to be looking for will be clear candles, all right? If the candles are shaded in, if they're colored, if they're white, we will be selling at that particular point, all right? Another important factor is we will be going along with the trend, all right? We will be going along with the trend. So what is a trend? A trend is the overall movement of the market at that particular time, all right? You must follow the trend. In order to confirm and identify the trend, we must look at a larger time frame to confirm and identify the trend, all right? Understand and remember that the trend is your friend. So we don't typically fight our friend, so we will not typically fight the trend, all right? I said typically. There will be some times where we will, but for the most part, we will not be going against the trend, all right? Because the trend is our friend, all right? One more piece of information on this slide, very, very key. Here's a term called consolidation, all right? Consolidation is when the chart goes from side to side. There's no clear direction on where the market is going. Consolidation is too risky, so we do not trade during consolidation. We don't know what the market wants to do. In fact, the market doesn't know what it wants to do, so we would not be trading during consolidation because it is too risky, all right? Now we're going to go over to the chart. We're actually going to look at the market here, and we're going to identify a trend by looking at a larger time frame, all right? If we're going to be trading on the hour time frame, we will look at the 4-hour and the daily chart to confirm and identify the trend, all right? So let's take a look at the 4-hour chart, And if we look at the 4-hour chart, we have a downtrend. All right, we have a downtrend on the 4-hour chart. And let's take a look now at the daily chart. If we look at the daily chart, we have a downtrend. So once we go back to our 1-hour chart, in which we'll be trading on, all right, we'll be looking for the downtrend. All right, we have now confirmed and identified our trend. All right, since we have confirmed and identified that we're on a downtrend, we will be looking to sell. All right, we will be looking to sell. All right, that is how we confirm and identify a trend and what we use the trend for. All right. Lastly, make a goal. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. A dream written down with the date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed up by action makes your dreams come true. So what is your goal? Write down your goals. All right. Go back, edit your goals, reevaluate them. Evaluate your progress. All right. When we're in work, we have performance evaluation that sometimes linked to a bonus or promotion. When we're in school, we have progress reports, report card, midterms, final exam. It is the teacher's way or our management way of evaluating our progress from the beginning of the course or the beginning of our job to the particular point that we're at. Same thing in life, same thing with our FOREX group. We want to evaluate our progress, all right? As always, we want to make sure that we are constantly growing as individuals in our life overall. And as we grow individually, we have no choice but to grow together. Lastly, very, very important, we want to make sure we are always being students to FOREX. We are constantly learning, all right? Nobody knows enough, so we're learning every single day. Once we're learning, we're also going to start to earn. We're going to learn. That is going to help us to earn. Once we learn and earn, we have no choice but to grow, all right? We have no choice but to grow. Learn, earn, and grow.